Hi Libra, welcome to the new moon in Gemini reading for June 6, 2024. New moons bring in new cycles. Um, the direction this reading is going in is number 5 spirit, the sacred temple. Um, it's kind of like your hall of records, like the Akashic records. So you may be searching for information at this time. Um, Quiet times, quiet spaces, you may have epiphanies or information can just come to you. If you're watching this, maybe there's some really good information in here for you as well. Um, any project that you can be working on, any type of information that's needed, whether it's personal, spiritual, financial, medical, etc., artistics, anything really. The answers that you are looking for are available at this time for you. So, like I said, you can be getting some downloads, you can be getting information from other people. It doesn't have to be a spiritual thing either. You can come via a song or just information when you're talking to your barista, or it doesn't matter, whatever it is, there's information that is necessary for you that can be coming to you at this time. Um, it is number 5, so it does seem to bring change. 5 is the change card. It's kind of like the roller coaster ride, but it does seem like it's bringing some change for you. In any case, uh, you're very connected at this time to the Akashic records. I personally believe in them. I access them. That's what I do here. So, um, like I said, it's very often when you're in the shower doing dishes, something very mundane, that information is available to you because you're not thinking about it. It's just it you attract it, right? So even a good idea before you hop in the shower or something, just to pose the question, let it go, and then bathe and see what happens. All right, so let's get started with your reading. The first column is where you find yourself at the time of the new moon. Oh, nice for a new moon. And also, if you are consciously beginning something, which it looks like you may be, then you would find it in this column here. The middle one is you and where you, what you're doing, what you're thinking in regards to this particular situation. Wow, Libra, nice. Put it back here. Looks awkward to me. There we go. And what you're thinking, what you're feeling. We have cups here. What you're doing physically. And then the last column is probable outcome. Once again, probable because when we have information, we have the ability to change things. However, there are some things that we are meant to experience. You chose to experience them. And so experience them that you do. And may always, it's always to further our growth, but it may not always feel that way. However, in hindsight, when you look back, if you're a wise individual, you look for the lesson in something and it's always there. You can always find it. Um, and if you're really lucky, you look for it while it's happening, and that kind of softens the blow. I'm not saying anything bad's going to happen here, though. I'm just saying where lessons and experiences are concerned that may be difficult. All right, let's have a look. Okay, well, the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. It's a new passionate beginning. It's an idea that kind of uh, gets you up out of bed and gets things moving. It lights a fire inside of you. Um, Not literally, obviously, but there's a spark, right? It creates a spark of excitement. When we take this, though, when we act on it, it can be the stuff that dreams are made of because we're passionate about it and because the ego is in, right? The ego is all in. The ego wants to do this. It wants to create this new situation, this new scenario. And so it gets you up out of bed in the morning and says, all right, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Um, this is also my autumn timing card. So if you're wondering about timing, it could be autumn for you. Or maybe it started last fall. That's also possible. Maybe the idea came or something like that. With that, you have the Six of Pentacles here, and this is a very charitable card. This is charity. You have the have and the have-nots, right? But there's somebody who's willing to help. But it's also um, when we're starting a new endeavor that we want things to have its equilibrium, meaning that you're not putting in all the work. Let's say you have a partnership here, you don't want to put in all the work, you want it to be equal. Sometimes this card can mean minor illnesses. I don't see it here, to be honest. Well, maybe. Um, and um, uh, medications or supplements or healthy eating, something that brings about a balanced um, physical physicality, put it that way. When this card comes up, though, I often urge people to talk to their practitioner about if you are taking supplements or medications, that everything's working well together. Um, but it is 6, so it is bringing balance to something. Now, this can be somebody who is offering to help with this new endeavor, or offering you help with your endeavor, because you have the 4 of Pentacles here. So you have 4, 5, and 6. So we are kind of, taking steps, interestingly enough. But it is a very charitable card. It is somebody who is willing to offer some help, whether that's physical or financial help. But it is a very charitable energy. And it could even just be with their, let's say, for instance, I want to have a great passion to paint my room or to redecorate the house. And somebody says, I'm willing to help. I can help you move furniture, I can help you paint, I can help you, I can help. It can just be that kind of thing, right? So it doesn't have to be anything massive. However, the change that you're bringing about has something to do with the sacred temple. But I also see a lot of physicality here. So I do see either financial or physical as a basis, because it's all on the bottom. So it feels like it's the basis of something. You have the sun with that. That's really nice. This is a interesting together because it is a healing card. So if you have been feeling a little bit under the weather before you get started on this new idea, or this new passionate thing that you're wanting to do, the sun card can indicate that there is a healing in happening at this time. Um, but it's also feeling very social, being in the spotlight. Also, however, and in regards to the sacred temple, this is enlightenment. Now, here's an interesting thing as well, because the Ace of Wands is your ego, and it's a highly passionate, it's the beginning of a passionate cycle for you. So something that you're passionate about, something that the ego wants to go after. And the sun, on a negative side of the sun, is mania. And so you want to be balanced in your decision making, in your thoughts, in the finances that you're using, that sort of thing here. I definitely see that as a precautionary for somebody, maybe not everybody, but as sort of a precaution there. However, this is kind of being in the spotlight. It really does have for me the feeling that somebody who has possibly felt unwell, and there is a really nice healing occurring at this time. It's rebirth as well, and it just goes very nicely with that Ace of Wands. As long as you're not overzealous, right? As long as we don't take it to mania. And by that I mean you're not becoming manic, but you can put too much effort into the beginning, too much, and then you kind of burn out. And that's something that we want to be cautious of. First of all, I have a 6 here, which is balance. And outcome, I have a 6 here, which is also balance. And I have the 5 of Pentacles. You have two fives. 5 is imbalance. And so we want to keep things in proper perspective here, for sure. This is not the 10 of Cups, which is for me rose-colored glasses, but it can mean more like you're putting a lot of effort in the beginning, and the possibility of burnout at the end is a true possibility. So you just want to be careful on that front. This can also be friends and people who are friendly that are willing to help, whether that's you or somebody else. However, I don't think it's you. And this is why. Okay, so let's go to your cards here. You have the 9 of Cups, which is make a wish. Make a wish. You are being granted a wish because you have faced your fears. Because the universe grants you a wish when we're able to face a particular fear that we were dealing with. But it's also having a lot. So this is another scenario, possibly for somebody else, and maybe someone else needs help and you're willing to help them. You have plenty. However, they may be asking for 6 and you will hold back. Maybe you'll give 2 because you're holding on to 4. You're willing to go, you have plenty here, but you're willing to only go so far with that 4 of Pentacles, because this is holding on, this is holding back. Now, perhaps for somebody else, or this is another scenario, you do need some financial help. Somebody's willing to help you. You have 4, you only need 2, right? But somebody's going to grant you a wish, or you're granting somebody else a wish by helping them out. This 4 of Pentacles is the Sun in Capricorn, and Capricorn empowers others and empowers themselves. So there is something that you're doing, maybe a new project, a pet project, something that you really love, something that you're quite passionate about, where you kind of get the green light, and you're looking for somebody to help you to fill a position, help out in some way, help finance the situation in some way. That's also possible here. 8 of Swords. Yeah, because it seems like to me like you can't do everything, or up until now you've tried and your efforts have come to naught, right? You kind of keep trying in a particular direction, and perhaps some things are not happening for you, or maybe it's not the right timing, because the 8 of Swords is 8 is a power number, and so there's a lot of power put behind the struggle. And this card always says wait for the situation to turn around in your favor, and in the meantime redirect your energy. Focus on something else. But it does say that at some point the situation will turn back around in your favor. And perhaps that's even the wish that's being granted. Maybe now things are turning around in your favor again. And that, again, can be the wish. This is also somebody who's holding on to money, like I said, to empower themselves or the situation that they're in, and to create good, strong foundations, because 4 is foundational energy. The outcome is the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords is moving on from a situation. And I think that may be what's happening here. We've been trying, we've been struggling, let's move on and look at the situation from a calmer perspective. Taking some distance from it and really kind of looking at it. We're taking the 5 of Swords with us. 5 of Swords was something that was very hard won or difficult to win, or we may have gotten what we wanted, but it wasn't how we wanted it. And so we are taking our responsibilities and our actions that we did with the 5 of Swords, and we're going somewhere else with them. We're moving on, and this is calming the emotions. But we can also look at things back in retrospect, and understand it from a clearer perspective, from calmer emotions. Because we have the 5 of Pentacles here, this is also somebody or something. These are challenges that we face together. And that's what I mean with the Six of Pentacles. Somebody's willing to help. So it is, and it can, like I said, it can be you. You may be the one who's helping, or maybe you've tried to help and you need help from the outside to help other people. That's also possible here. We're getting the information we need. So I think that's a very positive thing. The Five of Pentacles is instability in financial situations or physical situations, but it is the roller coaster ride, the five. And so it can also be, it follows the four. Four of Pentacles is the miser card, right? Because we're holding on. But that leads to the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is that need to find and balance again. And we're going to do that again through kind of stepping back a little bit, refocusing our energy, and looking at it from a calmer point of view, from a calmer state of mind. And that's, I think, where you're going to find your answers and your wish come true. Now, this has something to do with the King of Pentacles. This is my Gemini card. It doesn't have to be a Gemini. They can be somebody who behaves like them. And for me, the King of Pentacles is somebody who is very square in features. So you might want to look at their chin or their forehead, and even their hands can be very square. Probably have a nice square jawline. They are somebody who focuses on finances. So again, we have a lot of financial cards here. Their work, this is the CEO type of energy. They make small changes to create larger ones. And they're very persistent and diligent in their efforts. And so their focus is usually on the financial part. If this is business, this may be somebody who can help you. Because these are challenges that we face together, this may be somebody who can help you to move on to another situation, another opportunity, another idea. Perhaps this is even the person who's bringing you information, right? It can also be somebody who's helping you to see things from a calmer perspective. If this is illness, this can be a doctor or a practitioner of some sort. King of Pentacles is often dealing with the physical, so they can be doctors and specialists, that sort of thing. So if somebody has been unwell, this can be somebody who can bring some insight to your situation. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know? You have the King of the Unicorns, which I would even say sometimes it could be this King of Pentacles. But it does say you are blessed with majesty, vision, and power. Vision. Vision is important here. And the power to do it, right? I think that's a very positive card for this situation. And I do have the feeling here that you will receive the insight and very much probably the power to rectify or change or go forward or move on, depending on your situation, from whatever's happening here. Okay, I hope that's been helpful, Libra. I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take good care. Your viewage is appreciated. Bye for now.